the first question that I'm gonna ask you is, if you can share your journey of becoming this IFS officer, and especially I want to ask one more. I want to add one more thing. How many attempts? This was your first attempt, or you tried before also for UPSC?
No, no, this is my third attempt.
Okay, okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
And if you can share your journey, like how was it? Like you're born and brought up, and then how being to this journey?
Okay, okay. So I am from Tamil Nadu. So small
Yeah.
town in Tamil Nadu. Theni, it's just like besides Western Ghats. So it's a very good place and it's a small town. So I was born and brought up in that small town in Theni district of Tamil Nadu. So
Okay.
from the childhood, it's like from the childhood, I was like, I want to become an IS. I want to go in a corps of IS officer. So
Oh,
it's not
basically
like that.
childhood dream.
No, no, I am going to say that I am not like that. It was
Okay,
like
okay.
after my college only I got an idea. Basically, I am. So someone is stopping me in the chat. Venkatesh sir. Huh? Okay, he's my batchmate.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
I missed it.
so
Acha, sorry.
okay.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. So Venkatesh bro, don't disturb me. I am going in a flow. Okay. Okay, fine. So that's like after still my college days, I want to become an professor. I want to go into a teaching line. But
Hmm.
after college only, I have decided to go into UPSC. So something I was a secretary of a club in college. So I
Hmm.
was managing it very well. Like say, someone said, the seniors were saying that you are managing very well and you have good skill of managing. So why
Hmm.
can't you try for UPSC? So it's an exam for IAS or the IPS officer. If you get into that service, you can serve to a
Hmm.
lot of people, and you will
Yeah.
get a lot of opportunity to guide a lot of people. That club is like evening tuition kind of thing. We will
Okay.
go to a particular village nearby our college. So I am from agriculture university. So a group of it's a village from where a lot of laborers
Hmm.
come to work in our university. So we will
Acha.
teach to those
Hmm.
peoples of in that village, to the kids of those village.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's like giving back to the people who is working in our college. So there's those
Acha.
laborers. So it will like night tuition. Every evening we will go there and we will teach them. So it's a kind of
Okay.
thing we do. I in that as a secretary I do something well, something I manage that tuition, evening tuition very well. So they were saying that you can become a good IAS officer, you can get into that civil services, so you
Uh,
could serve to a lot of people better. Then I chose, okay, it's like preparing the PSC, and I thought that it's a very long journey. You have to prepare for long, many number of years. Then I
uh,
think, okay, let's try that. Let's try that also. Okay, what is different? Then I started studying for UPSC.
okay.
Then and find that UPSC is like that is the field, that preparation journey. I like the journey of preparation, like reading lot of
Okay.
books, like reading newspapers, and we will
Uh,
get lot of friends who are like-minded people, who will
yeah,
be
yeah.
like they have similar opinions. We will discuss with these things, the opinions. We will
Uh,
fight.
uh,
We will do some discuss about some politics and everything.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
like the preparation journey. So that made me an IFS officer. Just like that. It's like way only. I don't have that kind of motivation from the
Hmm.
childhood, and I am also like very average student only, not a very good topper or something. So I was like a very average student. Then I got into service. That's my journey. That's a very simple journey, not a very
Okay.
motivating one for many. Okay.
No, you think this is a simple journey, but this is actually motivating for a lot. So as you said, no, so I just want to ask there one thing that you gave three attempts, right? So is this after your graduation?
Yeah, after graduation. After
Okay,
graduation,
so
that
on the,
I
yeah.
passed out in 2015. So I gave
Hmm,
my
hmm,
first attempt in 2016 or
huh,
17 and 18. So then I cleared UPSC. In
okay.
2019, I cleared you.
Yeah. So on that note, I want to ask you, there are a lot of people who did get it in the first chance because I have been done a session where people have got it in the fifth chance. So when you were trying like your first attempt, second attempt, somewhere down the line you ever felt like, no, yeah, this is not my sort of thing. I cannot do it. Or is it like, no, I have to get it? How was your condition?
So I clear prelims every attempt. So every attempt preliminary, so the
Acha.
first level I used to clear from the first attempt. So I think
Okay.
that okay, I could do it into mains and interview
Hmm.
also. I can't clear. So that was the thing. I don't think that I will not clear. I am not suitable for this. And I
Hmm.
write lot of blogs also. That particular time I do write lot of
Hmm.
blogs, and I think that writing blogs will help me in mains also. So I think
Hmm.
that I will clear. So I don't have any. Uh, I believed in myself that I can clear that exam. At least in any like 2 or 3 years, I would clear that
Yes.
exam. But I hope that I will clear in the first attempt when I completed my
Hmm.
college. Then it took 2 or 3 years. It's and my family also supported me a lot. So
Yeah.
there is nothing big issue
See
for me.
your friend, your batchmate, Prabhu sir is continuously like
They're
that I
jamming,
just
huh?
like the way like we do it with our college friends as well.
Yeah, yeah. He's my college friend also. He's BSc Agriculture.
Okay.
So he's my batchmate in IFS and also batchmate in school, college also. So
Is he talking about those blogs that you were just talking in phone that time that we got lot of comments and then we stopped it?
which blogs I couldn't remember.
We were talking, no, that about that cinematography thing. You said then we got lot of
No,
comments
no,
and
no,
said your
no,
mind.
no,
Okay, okay,
no, no.
okay, oh,
Okay, okay.
okay,
Mm.
okay. So the thing I want to ask you is, what is the role of a forest department officer? Because as a layman language, there's a lot of people might be watching those who are not UPSC aspirant or as a normal person. So they have just that basic idea is okay, an IFS officer is just do something with that forests and all. So if you just can brief, because you people do amazing stuff. So if you just can brief, what is the basic role?
Basic role of forest service is like earlier it used to be like only forest, but now
Okay.
the scope of forest service has been expanding since the problems associated with problems is also expanding a lot. There is a lot of problem association with environment also, forest also. So like our ministry name, like Ministry of
Hmm.
Environment, Forest and Climate Change, it has changed
Yeah.
from just Ministry of Forest to Ministry of Forest and Environment, and now climate change is also coming into it. So, likewise,
Hmm.
the role of IFS officers is also expanding from forest to environmental issues also, and also now
Hmm.
to climate change also. So this is the thing. So like the role of forest service officers is expanding great, and even in the grassroots level, like we can say that a range officer is the grassroots level officer in the hierarchy of forest department.
Yeah.
Even
Huh.
their role in the climate change is also gaining importance.
Hmm.
For example, in our forest department, Gaya Forest Division,
Hmm.
earlier the forest role of forest department is like they will be protecting the existing forest, and they will be
Okay.
creating some plantation kind of thing. They will create. We can't create forest, that is obvious, but we can
Yeah.
create some plantation like
Yeah.
roadside tree planting or some plantation site where we will be
Hmm.
growing lot of trees in hectares and acres. But now they are creating some water saving structures. Like I have posted
Huh.
in my Instagram
Yeah, yeah,
story
yeah.
also
That
on
I was going to ask you. What
uh,
is that? If
uh,
you can brief.
that soil and moisture conservation structures. Like we will be making some ponds and tanks in the hills, catching the
Okay.
rainwater. So this is the thing that now forest department is also doing. We call it as SMC construction work, like soil and moisture
Okay.
conservation structures. So there are a lot of structures. We have procedures to do that structure. We have funds
Hmm.
for doing that also. That is directly done by the range officer himself, and it will be
Okay.
supervised by divisional forest officers and the superiors. So likewise, the role of
Okay.
forest department is changing. Nothing with the forest, but now they are giving importance to water also. This water
Yeah.
harvesting structure is like nothing. It's not only like environment or forest. It is like after creating the structures in one of the hills,
Hmm.
Brahmayoni Hills in Gaya,
Hmm.
people have reported, and some NGOs also have reported that water
Hmm.
level in that city has risen. So this is
Yeah.
the impact that we are creating. Like we are also dealing into urbanization. We are also
Yeah.
dealing into direct that changes in climate. So our water is
Hmm.
also coming down. So we are directly involving in that also. So likewise, the role of forest department is changing. And you take Bihar as an example. Bihar is a forest deficit state because after
Yeah.
the separation of Bihar and Jharkhand, so most of the
Hmm. Hmm.
forest went out with Jharkhand. But even now, Bihar is doing a lot of activities that associate with forest and wildlife
Huh.
also. So likewise, that the
Yeah.
importance of environment is gaining, so that the role of foresters is also climbing. Like we day to day, we are facing a lot of pollutions also. So
True.
the role of forest department in pollution control boards is also rising. So likewise, there our role is also improving day by day, and it is very good in the higher level. No, like our forest department officers are actively taking part, and they are also organizing some international conventions also.
Hmm.
For example, Convention on Migratory Species (CMS). So it is a world
Okay.
level meeting, global level meeting. All the global level environmentalists, all the country leaders, environmental ministers, they will be assembled. CMS has been organized in Gujarat by Gujarat Forest Department. Likewise,
Yeah.
UNCCD, UN Convention on Combating Desertification, that has organized
Acha.
in New Delhi. Likewise, our Forest Department and Indian Forest Department is organizing a lot of international conventions in India. So likewise, our that forest department role is gaining importance globally and also in
Yeah.
India. So directly, our IFS officers are involved in these international conventions to make a global impact or global change
Yeah.
in the way that forest and environment is
Hmm.
contributing to the society and the people.
Yeah. So it's basically a very diversified profession with a lot of challenges and different styles of working. So
Yeah.
I want to ask you that you, as you said, you were born and brought up in South India, Tamil Nadu, and you are working in typical North India, Gaya. So how you're managing and coping up with this culture? Stopping having those idli sambar out of the list now?
Yeah, that's so food is the one major thing that I am missing here. But now,
Yeah.
but the thing is that I love the people here. That's not I'm
Hmm.
saying for a just a matter, but really I love the
Yeah.
people here, and everyone is very inspiring. Their
Yeah.
inspiration level is very high because the youth of that Bihar, especially, we have a lot of forest
Huh.
guards who are newly recruited, and I am working with them. I could see the energy
Huh.
level they have. It's
Yeah.
for that's a very good potential. If you are reaping that one, then it will be a very great change. I think I believe that in few years the Bihar Forest
Hmm.
Department and the people
Hmm.
in Bihar, that Bihar will become one of the major tourist destination in North India. So
Kya
that's
baat hai.
really thing really, because we have that potential. I am in Gaya, so we
Huh.
have a lot of tourist spot, and we are developing those tourist sites also. That is maximum. That is due to the potential and the inspiration of the people
Hmm. Hmm.
in Gaya and Bihar only. So I like the people. So I am very happy to work here. So before coming to Gaya and Bihar, I do have
Yeah.
some kind of how to say that, like I felt I am coming to some different places. How can I work? The culture is very
Huh.
different like that.
Huh.
But after coming here, it's very different. I love the people here. I love that
Huh.
cultural. So I also love to learn their culture and everything.
Huh.
So actually, Bihar is a from the historical time. It's not a particular culture. It's a agglomeration of
Hmm.
various cultures. Because Pataliputra is it's
Yeah.
now present metropolitan city of history. It was
Yeah.
people from all from the Ganges up to the Brahmaputra. They all meet up, and it's like thing, and lot
Huh.
of religious significance is also more.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
think that it's not as working as a IFS here. I don't
Huh.
feel that there is a lot of change in culture or anything. So it's fine. I love the people.
So, basically you have started loving Gaya.
Yeah. Actually, the
Yeah.
people.
Okay. Okay.
Mm,
So, I want to ask you is, I remember I was doing a session with Sweta ma'am. So I asked you like your experience in this profession, any, scary or any sort of experience. So I want to ask you is like if you can share any of your story, like your profession leads with a lot of poaching, or any sort of stuff that you practically face.
So far, Bihar is concerned, Bihar is less of wildlife and forest. So, and Gaya
Hmm.
is a territorial division, and
Yeah.
fortunately, I have been in Gaya. So, Gaya is a territorial division. We call it in
Hmm. Hmm.
forest term, forest department term. That means that is
Huh.
less of wildlife and less of forest. we have to deal with lot of people. Actually, territorial division, we have to deal with
Okay.
lot of people. And fortunately, I have this DFO who is guiding me
Yeah.
here. So he gives
Huh.
me a lot of free hand to deal with a lot of problems. He direct me to deal it directly.
Huh.
So I have, and recently I have experience of cracking down some illegal sawmills. So
Okay.
sawmills is like a chota industry. They will be
Yeah.
making trees into some different products, making furniture or something. So that is
Acha.
illegal.
Acha.
Okay,
Acha.
so they will cut the
Huh.
trees illegal and they will make
Huh.
furniture and products out of those the trees that they have cut illegally
Huh.
through those
Huh.
illegal sawmills. Actually, we will be giving permission for those sawmills. The legal sawmills also there,
Yeah.
illegal sawmills also there.
Huh.
So I had a time. We have planned one day accordingly, and we
Huh.
have launched an
Huh.
operation against illegal sawmill. So
Okay.
it was like a very in the morning, and then the before day I was like quite anxious because I am going to lead the operation because the DFO
Huh.
is
Huh.
also not coming, so I have to lead the entire team. And actually, the
Yeah.
language problem is there. If I convey something, if they misunderstood and something went off, because that is an
Yeah.
actual ground and actual like it's a kind of battleground. So where we are going to do an operation and we have to remove those illegal structures. So if some miscommunication happens, then it will be a lot of blame will be a
Yeah.
huge and so I also applied, but it was very planned and very supportive. So we have done the operation, that illegal operation, very successfully.
Huh.
So that was my first thrilling and successful operation.
Huh.
So that's the thing that got me some good name within the forest department. We have forest department as also. And earlier we
Huh.
had on what battle war with sand mafia group also in Gaya.
Okay.
So that time
Yeah.
DFO was also with us. So they started. We were catching those
Huh.
tractors which were carrying illegal sand mined from
Huh.
that
Huh.
Falgu river. So we catch
Huh.
them red-handed, and some tractors we have seized also. So, but that is a particular kind of road in which both the sides, the people who are doing that sand
Huh.
mafia groups, they are living, and inside
Yeah.
that there is a river where sand mining is going on. So
Huh.
we went into operation and we faced some resistance like stone pelting, and we have faced that stone pelting and we have escaped. One stone was thrown on us also.
Right.
Fortunately, myself and DFO got escaped,
Huh.
and but we confiscate 5 tractors on that day. But sand
Huh.
mining, that was involved in sand mining, so that was also some kind of experience, like fighting sand mafias and getting those tractors involved in the sand mining also. So likewise, our challenges in territorial division is different. Actually, in
Okay.
wildlife division, it will be like poachers and poaching
Yeah.
and like human
Huh.
wildlife conflict. Here, no, here it's like fully with peoples. So it should be
Okay.
very careful. We should every inch should be careful. Every move should be very careful, so that there will not be any kind of mishappenings with our side also, within our department side also,
Huh.
within our staff also. There should not be any mishappenings in their side also. We don't want to
Okay.
lose anyone, and we should also act according to the law. So that's the thing. And it is also like territorial division, and it's in Gaya. So there will be a
Huh.
lot of focus also from all the ways, like
Exactly.
media and
Hmm.
everything. So we have to handle it very carefully. So that was the twin, and that sand mafia. It was like myself and DFO sir was also there, and one more ACF probationer. She was also there. So we three of them planned, and we have done it one day. But that sawmill operation was entirely done under my
Hmm.
leadership and in my team. So it
Hmm.
was that sawmill operation was very special, but because that was the first operation that was done by me as an individual. So planned as an individual, but executed with the team only. So that was also this was the
Yeah.
thing. But
Huh.
but that kind of wildlife and poaching kind of thing I haven't experienced yet.
Okay. So as you shared, and I personally also feel somewhere like the way the media portray that without any sort of putting discrimination with other departments, that I personally also feel that the more challenges are being faced with the IRS officers and also IFS officers like you all, but media always portray that only challenges of IPS and IAS. But I think your people also face a lot of challenges. So do you all also get that threat calls and how things that people goes around?
Yeah, threat calls we do receive. I haven't received it,
Okay.
but my seniors said so. They will receive a lot of threat calls and lot of
Uh,
things also, because it's like we have to, IFS has some restriction that we have to act only those crimes that are happening in our area, like forest area.
yeah.
So we have the territorial restrictions. So
Okay.
but IPS has that, IPS has lot of area with them. So their challenges are different. Like we also do have challenges, and we also do have that threat calls and a lot of pressure
Mm-hmm.
from other area. But I haven't experienced it because I am a probationer now. So I think
Yeah.
soon, if I get into service and become a regular DFO, and I might also face those things.
Then
But
you will
my
be
seniors also
habituated with this threat calls also.
habituated. I will act that I don't know Hindi at all. Because
Uh,
uh,
yeah.
क्या पता नहीं, मुझे हिंदी मालूम नहीं,
That will
I
be a
will
bluff
manage
for
with
them.
those things. They will.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
likewise, this is my thing. I was thinking how to manage those threat calls, how to manage pressure calls. Then I will think, okay, I don't know. I will manage that I don't know Hindi, please.
that's a nice one, as you share. So I won't take much of your time. So I just want to drop a last question to you because I personally got a lot of DMs and a lot of aspirants are, too eager to know if you can share how that training phases goes on as in forest service officer and what you all are trained. A
Mm.
little your brief about that.
So our training is like all India services should undergo that foundation training. Foundation training, everyone will be knowing that Labasna, that Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy of Administration, Missouri. So you will be undergoing 3 months training in Labasna, and after that we will be having training in IGNF, Indira National Forest Academy. So what's special with our training is that we will have a lot of tools, but unfortunately our batch and our junior batch doesn't have that opportunity due to COVID. So we missed a lot of tours actually. We went for one West India tour and one tour to Maharashtra, like introductory tour of forestry that we went to Maharashtra. But we usually have a lot of tours. Like tours is our best part in Indian Forest Service training. We hope that we will have tours in the second phase of our training, like that's like after February. But as you said that pro COVID is coming, COVID 2.2 is also
COVID
coming.
Pro.
So COVID Pro is coming. So we don't know about it, but tours is our best part. And the campus, that IGNFA, that FRA campus, that has been in lot of movies also. So that campus is very beautiful. The life in the campus, like going cycling, going bird watching in the campus, that's a very nice thing that's in the campus. That and our ground also, where we used to do PT and games, that is also very good. So this is our training. That's our training is like our tools is the best part of our training that we have to experience in future. We are also waiting for those tours. So this is what that IFS is different from that. IFS training is different from the others training. That others envy on the Indian Forest Service training is our tools.
Okay. So, a lot of people are also asking about the question if you can share your experience on UPSC interview.
UPSC interview is like I don't before going into interview hall, I feel very anxious and I am afraid to go to that interview also, because I was preparing for a lot of interview questions, what the questions will be, how the panel will treat us. Like I had a lot of inhibitions in me. But after entering into that interview hall, it's completely different. Within 1 or 2 questions, they will make you very comfortable. Then they will ask the next question. It will be like flow. We will speak whatever which is in our heart. The nothing what we prepared or anything that will not come out during that time. So interview is like they will make you comfortable in first 2 or 3 questions. But if you are very comfortable and they can see you that you are very smart, very confident, and very comfortable, then the first question will be very tricky. They will make you uncomfortable. So if you are very uncomfortable, they will make you very comfortable, and they want to hear more from you to judge you. It's like personality test. It's not like a regular interview. to test your knowledge or anything. So it's like personality test. So they make you to speak low, speak more. So the questions will be those things that will be very much comfortable to you. For I am from agriculture graduate, I am agriculture graduate, and I have done graduation in horticulture, specialist in horticulture. So my question started with that only, like horticulture. So what do you know about horticulture? How did you select horticulture? So do you know about these crops? So what? How do you manage the pest in these crops? Likewise, it is my subject. Then I got very comfortable. Then seriously, the difficulty level and the seriousness of questions suddenly rise slowly, slowly, slowly. But I couldn't feel it unless after getting out of that interview hall only. Then I feel it. Oh, I have faced a lot of difficult questions, and I have answered mostly from the heart, so they can easily judge what type of personality I am, how I am treating those problems. I am well aware of the circumstances or not. How I am, they can very well judge it. So like UPSC interviews, like Abhishek, up to when you get into a interview hall, your feeling will be different. After entering into interview hall and speaking with those interviewers, mostly they will be like officers only, the serving and retired IAS officers only. So then it will become very easy. So they will make you very comfortable, and they will pull words from your mouth to judge you and judge your personality. So this was my interview experience. My interview experience, they started with the my background, like horticulture, what you have done, like that. So these basic stuff, and slowly it went up, the difficulty level slowly raised. And I was also a NCC cadet, so they roped in. So you are in NCC. Why didn't you go for military? So you should join in. So military also. Why did you go for civil service? So you think the civil service is very superior and military is very inferior. What do you think? Like that, it goes like that. So I was wondering. So so like that, it was very smooth in the beginning. Then it goes very tough and tough and tough. But we don't feel when we are facing those difficult questions. So it's like that only. So like you interview, you are asking, how are you? How is your what is your journey? And now you are ending now, like why media is not portraying IFS services. So
I
like
always
that only.
love
So
to
it's
know these
difficult.
things
Uh,
personally. I always love to know
uh,
these things personally, like because
okay.
I somewhere feels like it's not about IFS and IAS or IPS. It's I personally the
Mm-hmm.
motto of doing this session is that I personally feel that our media only shows sometimes they are still worried about why some celebrity's son is not having food for 3 days, rather than we should portray the life of the bureaucrats who are actually heroes and doing a great job.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's I
yeah.
am
True,
more
true,
interested.
true, true. But now I feel that the media is very much writing and speaking more about the IFS officers also, like
Yeah.
their role, what they have done. Recently, I have read about that one IFS officer in Chhattisgarh who has developed some 400 acres of forest, and they have made an article about it. And now they are also writing main page article also, how that tigers are translocated from one place to other. So how the tiger census is carried out. Recently, leopard, and you also see that the
I was
government
going
is
to ask
also
that
giving.
question also. I think there was a 60% increase from 2014 to 2080, right, in the leopards.
Yeah, yeah,
Am I
yeah.
too low? If you can just correct me.
Yeah, I also doesn't know the exact percentage of what, but there is an increase in leopard. Uh, so likewise, what I was supposed to say is that even those small things, our PM is meeting that thing. So
Yeah.
earlier we don't get that much attention to those kind of senses also, like tigers, and it's like some routine thing. But now think that everyone is getting to know that leopard population is increasing. After tiger census, you can see that our president is tweeting, our PM is tweeting, our MOFCC is tweeting, like that. It's like small or a small activities also getting media attention and also getting attention of leaders also. So that is very encouraging. We do feel that very motivated when when the peoples of higher levels are tweeting about our activities, and we also see that when they are tweeting, it will become like very great news also. It will be sad in lot of platforms also. And now obviously social media is also, like, there are lot of pro environmentalists are active in social medias, like bird watchers or wildlife. Not pro environment, you don't go anywhere. I am saying about bird watchers and no wildlife trackers, and who is our tourism enthusiasts, vloggers, and those things. and those guys are also making environment. They are making concepts and subjects based on environment, so that awareness about environment is also rising. So by way the work we do is also coming into the picture, like this IFS officer has tried to rescue the elephant that went into the well. So like with this small incident is also gaining attention in both social media